Welcome into the Ringerverse. This is Ringer's Nexus podcast feed for all things fandom. We are Steve, the architect, Ahlman, the builder and tinker of things. Jomi, the explainer, Adeniran. You've got questions, he's got answers. Old Man Van, he of the receding resurgent hairline. Coke, Baby, Chuck, the 24-karat closer. Together, we are known as the Midnight Boys. Follow us on socials, Insta, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Jomi?
I'm going to start getting like Van about the TikTok. Y'all, follow and like the stuff. I got bills to pay. My job is not saved. Regardless of what they say, I need this.
No, your job. It should be appreciate Jomi's job, not save Jomi's job.
Nah,
I like that.
No. Save my job.
Glaze Jomi's job.
Glaze Jomi's job?
Glaze Jomi's job. Glaze Jomi.
I appreciate all. I appreciate
Glaze Jomi.
Hashtag Glaze Jomi.
Hashtag Glaze Jomi.
Glaze Jomi. We got a
nice glaze on
early
Jomi
today.
I don't love that, but you know what can you do?
Olive oil. Put olive oil on Jomi.
That's funny.
It's okay.
That's funny.
You like that?
That's funny. That's a good. That's
inside
a good
joke. We're on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You can watch every Midnight Boys and House of R episode on YouTube and also on Spotify. You can watch the shows there, and you should go watch them. Look, we did the numbers. Me and Jomi looked at the numbers. Okay. Now I don't know if that I'm supposed to be seeing them. Independent contractor, but I've seen how many people watch some of the stuff that's on there. I've seen you guys watch it. Do us a favor. When you watch it, jump over to the YouTube, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Just do it. When you watch it, just say, hey, these are my friends. We're your friends. We think you guys are our friends.
For real.
We did a meet and greet in San Diego where a man wanted to have sex with Jomi.
We don't got to bring up the past.
Is that true?
That's true. That's the thing that happened.
Oh, by the way, speaking of that, we talked about this before you got here. We don't have any queer representation on the Midnight Boys podcast, either here or in the booth. Okay? So on every other podcast I do for The Ringer, there is queer representation.
Okay.
Either the hosts or somebody that's helped making the podcast. Mm-hmm. We don't have that here. Question. Who's going gay?
How did we even get on this topic?
Who are you talking?
Did we not talk about this before he even got here?
It doesn't take, there's no math. You can't get into his brain.
Right.
It just goes.
Guys.
Is this an episode of Gen V?
Oh my God.
Hold on. Why don't you be the change you want to see in the world?
Why don't you want to? I didn't say no. I'm asking who's going gay? And who does it make the most sense to go gay?
Interesting.
First of all, let's get Aleya and Jade's opinion on this. Mm-hmm. Aleya, Jade, who do you guys think should, because we don't want to, who do you guys think should do it?
I'm more interested in which two of you would date.
I'll tell you, it's easy. This is the easy one.
Really?
Easy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be the Mint Boys. And let me tell you why.
I hear what you're saying.
It's got to be the Mint Boys. Number one, this is the cutest couple.
It's a swirl?
It checks boxes.
But the swirl agenda this year has been crazy.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
You know
what? I
what?
don't really want to.
We could be on our Michelangelo type stuff.
Midnight Boys is all about black love.
It is. And
dude, we can have a baby look like Charles.
Right. Exactly. And by the way,
like Kai.
There is one and a lot. I see a lot of couples that look just like this in LA too.
Right.
Especially when we go out, we hang out with the bros. I see a lot of See, there it is.
Wait,
that's it. Get close up on that.
The swirl agenda has gotten to the queer community.
It's here, man.
Nigga, what? We literally did a higher learning episode on it. Like, we literally did, but I don't even want to get into that. So, love is love. And we just want to let people know that we here at the Midnight Boys are deeply, deeply connected.
Yeah, man.
To the community.
With the queer community, yeah.
Queer community.
They're going to be coming out tonight.
Complete solidarity. Charles, one time, he got off to a rocky start with the queer community here.
Yeah. No, we passed it up.
You did. But they passed it up.
The West Hollywood lesbians, like, we tight now.
Yeah.
It was bad, bro.
Charles walked into my house.
He was like,
delivered the funniest line I've ever heard.
Yeah.
He just stands up and he goes, man, I'm beefing with the West Hollywood lesbian community.
They was mad.
That was crazy.
It was the funniest thing I ever heard. Here's the thing. It takes you a little while when you first move to LA to learn how to, like, really move. Like, I didn't know how the gangs were roving around there.
The West Hollywood lesbian gang?
Nah, they don't fucking play.
I actually started off beefing with some of the gay bros as well. Like,
oh no,
Interesting.
yeah, like Kalika had some friends and they were visiting. I remember they came in the house and one of the guys was like, yeah, everybody in LA dresses with a lot of flair and a lot of style. Not a lot of people dress plain and don't have any style, kind of like Van, you know. And I was like,
wow,
Damn.
right.
and this is the
right in
thing
your
with
face.
this is the thing with your girl sometimes.
Mhm.
When you are a man like me, I'm a big guy, very opinionated. I don't want to be like what I could do in that situation. It's like, yo, fuck you, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Because everything comes off as aggressive.
Right.
So
Wait, why?
Cause, bruh, it just does, bruh. Everything comes off. It really is not because of that. It's because it's your girl's friend.
Ooh.
That's the
Okay.
question. How do you, if you get disrespected by your girl's friend? I remember one time in college, this girl named Jessie, my nigga Ryan had some Skittles, and this girl named Jessie took the Skittles and just poured them all out.
Wow.
What?
For no reason, because she thought it was funny. And then we really didn't know what we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do in this situation? Are you gonna say something to her?
Oh, I already know what I do.
What would you do?
Usually, like, because you know your girls like usually telling you how they beefing and how this one isn't invited. I'm usually like, see, this why they don't invite you to brunch.
Oh,
Right.
Now you know what I'm saying.
Write that down.
Yeah,
Keep
that's big
that
knowledge
one in
right
the
there.
tuck. Keep that one in the tuck.
Wait, this is my last question. My brother recently got in trouble with his long-term partner because he got yelled at because he referred to one of her friends as, you know, the lesbian. And she's like, I got a lot of lesbian
Nah, you
friends.
can't do that.
Nope.
But he was right. He's like, but you know which one I'm talking about. And she was like,
It's
I
true. You can't do that.
You can't do
I
that.
feel like any descriptor that is just a trait with nothing surrounding it is bad.
Yeah.
Just the black.
Well, yeah,
The
'cause
black
just somebody.
Asian, you know,
It
like
can't
just
be one thing. Nobody can be
Right.
one thing.
right. If you said if he would have that would have even been different if he'd have said like the lesbian girl from Chicago.
Yeah.
That makes it more. But if you just say the lesbian, it makes it seem like
There's some stank on it.
that's-
Yeah, because
yeah.
he was like, yo, you know, your black friend. That makes it seem like you only got one black friend.
Yeah, like
Well,
No,
no,
you
like
put a
the-
the in front of it.
But even like if he had been like, "Oh, your lesbian friend," I feel like that comes off a little bit nicer.
yeah.
The
But if
lesbian.
you go like, "Oh, which one of your friends?" The black. You sound crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a.
Yeah.
sound crazy.
It's crazy. We figured so much stuff out just then. Shout out to
Look at us,
Aleya
man.
and
We
Jade.
We're building
look at us.
bridges
We
over
not
here.
phobic over here,
No,
man.
Yeah,
we're
we're-
trying not to be. No kinks. This week, House of R gives you their Buffy Season 2 revisit. Next week, the Midnight Boys give you their Star Wars Visions and Star Wars Black recast. Interesting. On today's show, we're giving you our reactions to the Gen V Season 2 finale. It's over. It's in the books. A Jenny V. Jenny V is over. And we're going to talk about it, okay? I thought it was great, but I want to see what you guys think. Because the boys' world is in an interesting spot. Your main show is going away,
Yep.
but they're still deepening the lore of the show with Vault Rising coming out, Gen V seemingly still going strong, and perhaps the boys Mexico coming. So I don't know that I've ever seen a situation like this where the main show is ending while the other lore parts of a universe are ramping up.
Walking Dead.
Walking
did
Dead's
that.
pretty much the one that did that.
Maybe, but think about how long The Walking Dead was on. I get what you're
True.
saying. Yeah, but
The
yeah,
Walking Dead was coming out damn near.
Right.
They was pumping that motherfucker out.
Before we get to the show, man, I ran across the Walking Dead channel again.
Yeah.
I cut it on, and I was like, "Oh look!" And before I knew it, it was like 4 hours. And I was still watching The Walking
The
Dead.
show
I'm
gets
sorry,
you.
bro. I don't know what the fuck it is
Is
about
it
The Walking
good
Dead.
or is it just
I don't
engaging?
It's watchable. It's so
just
watchable.
so watchable. It's like from scene to scene with The Walking Dead is something. They always got some bullshit going on.
But
Right.
this is before Negan kills Stephen Yeun.
I don't
Right.
know.
Okay.
Mm.
Is
Like,
it, were you in a
actually,
Norman Reedus era?
So there is so much that's happened on The Walking Dead that I really don't know. You know what I didn't see? I didn't see Rick Grimes.
Yeah, wait.
Okay.
So he not
So-
on the show? He was off the show and Norman Reedus took over for him.
Yeah.
I remember that. I was pissed. I'm not.
So in the Walking Dead version that I was watching, I didn't see Rick in these, but I really don't know what era it came from. My last era was like the Negan era. I never even made it to the point to where Negan was their friend. Remember when he
That's
started
also
talking to
crazy
Negan?
when Negan becomes their friend. I'm like, bro.
That's in the comic book, though.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's still, I'm like, come on, bro. He took your mans out.
Yeah. So I
Like
never even made it
crazy.
to that point. Like I made it to the maybe I made it to the point where Eugene started making bullets for Negan.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
And then after that whole era, it was over.
It was over.
I don't know how we got
Shout
it.
out Robert Kirkman, man.
Spoiler warning, Gen V. We're getting ready to talk about
The boys.
You're listening to a reaction podcast. The spoilers are coming. All right, Chuck, Midnight Manifest.
All right, this is your Midnight Manifest for Gen V Season 2, directed by Steve Boyum, written by Justine Ferrara and Michelle Fazakis. Annabeth has a vision that Marie is going to die while Godokin starts his plan to call the university of its weakest superheroes. The Gen V teens try to stop Marie, but she uses her blood powers to incapacitate them. But along with Emma and her Starlighters, Marie and the rest of the students are able to stop Godokin. But the ancient scientist takes over Marie's body and steps closer to his goal of one day being able to control Homelander.
What are you doing, man?
I'm really trying this episode. I tried. Like, for
You
my
wrote
boys
the
and me
thing.
doing this. Dog, bro. I became a fucking Gen V expert. God damn. Then Polarity saves the day and helps Marie take Godokin after blowing up Godokin's head. Polarity tells Marie and the kids to escape before Vought comes to campus. Starlight and A-Train then show up to welcome the kids into the Resistance. That has been your Midnight Manifest for Gen V Season 2. All right, Van. This is your show. This is your universe. How did you feel?
I really enjoyed the finale. I would venture to say that this is one of the better season finales that I've seen of some of the stuff that I've been watching lately. The season finale gave you big moments. When I look at a season finale, uncovering a mystery from the entire season, kind of happened here, maybe happened in the penultimate. Overcoming the evil and then overcoming the bad guy and then setting forth on the path of narrative future. Did all of that stuff. And you got good action.
Yep.
You got some
Action in the finale. Who would have thought?
action.
Yeah.
You got good action. You got stakes. The whole nine. Really into it. And an arc for Marie as well.
Right. It felt like a season-ending TV show from years long past, right? Like when we used to make like actual TV before the streaming era, where especially in these superhero shows, the show would end, and you would not only like again resolve all the arcs for a lot of the characters, but also set up some new stuff going forward in that show or in that universe. Like we talk about like a lot of the Marvel stuff. It just feels like it's usually the shortest episode. They cram a bunch of stuff in there, and we go boom, it's over. And we kind of feel unfulfilled. Even a couple weeks ago, Peacemaker. We just sat there and we were like, what was the point of this particular episode? It didn't advance anything in terms of like how we felt about the characters going forward in that universe. This finale, however, felt like not only a conclusion, but a stepping stone to something else in that world. And that just felt really complete to me. And I really enjoyed what I saw on screen. It was great. I really liked it.
It's just when the season ended, I was like, that was a good season of TV. And then I could hang my hat and be very much looking forward to the next season of The Boys and hopefully the next few seasons of Gen V.
Set up the next season of The Boys really well.
It's kind of become a novel feeling in recent months.
Well, the show,
after all this,
all that other stuff doesn't do that though.
Right.
Like it just they'll and again, we're not going to spend the whole time being mean to Marvel shows. I don't think that's entirely fair. But a lot of this stuff, there's supposed to be like a shared universe. There's supposed to be all these things supposed to connect, but that thing ends, and we're like, all right, what's next? And they don't tell us. It's just like this story. It was supposed to be this big universe, but we're not really seeing any of the connective tissue. When A-Train and Annie show up, I'm like, oh yeah, this is The Boys, and they're gonna go help The Boys, and I can't wait for season 5 now.
The entire season was actually their transformation into a group.
a graduation.
That
As it
would
were.
exactly, precisely. Well said. Particularly because you agree with me. It was their transformation into the Resistance. It was how they became that, and there was a series of betrayals, narrative plot twists, happenings, and all of that legitimately led this group of kids to where they stood out from everything else that was going on at the university and where they had their own purview and their own motivation on what it was that they want to do next. And enough questions about themselves that are intriguing to the audience. Marie, her sister, slightly annoying. And all of the stuff that was going on, now you want to see how they can help. And you start to wonder with the boys' universe and how Homelander lords over it,
Mhm.
you start to wonder if, with all of these powers combined, if Homelander's actually in some trouble. Maybe not quite yet,
Yeah.
but it seems as if you can envision a world now to where the combined forces of all of these people might be able to beat Homelander.
And it's-
Oh, no. go for it.
But what I think that what Gen V is really good at is that the
First fight.
idea. Yeah, sorry. I think that the idea that Gen V is really good at is inhabiting a world that we're already familiar with while not stepping on the toes too much on anything on the extremities of it. Homelander is a known quantity in this world, but he's not going to be the thing that could just immediately end all problems. It's not the where were the Avengers when X happened type of question. Or like this looming threat that could be happening outside of this world. Like when, not Benicio, oh my God, used to run Vought.
Stan?
Oh,
Giancarlo.
Giancarlo. Yeah,
Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito. When Giancarlo Esposito shows up, I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is going to be like, this is bleeding it into what the boys is actually coming into. And we now know how Giancarlo Esposito's machinations are. I want to get Vought back. I know that these kids are kind of going to be my connective tissue to bringing that power structure back. All of these things. It doesn't impede on what is happening in the mystery of Gen V itself. And it's genuinely a great balancing act between these two types of shows.
It was an important episode for broadening the world of Gen V and also directly connecting it to what's going on, right? It was an important episode for that. You know what I remember? Remember She-Ra and He-Man? Do you remember them?
Yeah.
I remember those characters.
Gen
yes.
V is She-Ra.
Well, no. I just think about, so when I've told the She-Ra He-Man story, whatever, I'm not telling it. But when She-Ra first started, you know, the Horde is in She-Ra. Skeletor used to be a member of the Horde. All of that stuff. It's connected, but it really wasn't connected. And so, you know, there were times that I would watch She-Ra and I would just want a little more He-Man, or there were times where He-Man would be doing stuff and I'd be like, I wonder why She-Ra
This
just
is like
wants to-
Xena and Hercules.
Yeah, just come
After
help.
a while, Xena was just, she was kicking ass. She didn't need Hercules popping up all
Yeah.
the time.
She doesn't need, I'm saying, I like to see the worlds connect sometimes. Sometimes I would wonder, He-Man would be in a situation, he never used a sword, he just did like this from hand to hand and then he, threw somebody.
They
I would wonder,
reuse that.
where's She-Ra at? She-Ra can help him out.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. It didn't seem like the worlds were connected. It seemed like a spinoff of another show.
Yeah.
This show seems like the worlds definitely have two completely different points of view. However, they seem very connected in style, tone, and execution.
Right.
When did Starlighter become Luke Skywalker? I was just like, what the fuck's going on?
What you mean?
Like, she kept popping up and she's like, join the resistance.
She
I'm
is.
like, fuck.
That's what she is. I mean, it happened, bro. She came in, the lights twinkle. They tried to give Starlight some aura in this. Did it work? Did they give her the aura? Did
I
she
mean,
get it?
I don't know if she has the
but-
aura that they
but-
no, she just like she will walk through. I'm like,
So
this ain't like Nick Fury at the end of
Sure.
Iron Man.
I mean, maybe because we'd already seen it before, but when she showed in the finale, I'm like, okay, that's cool, yeah. But then when I heard the A Train whistle,
Bruh.
right.
I was like, all right, hey, we
I like
cooking.
seeing A-Train show up. I also like how people
Yeah.
I like how people dress when they off the grid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
like-
like off the grid clothes.
Dark hoodies.
Dark hoodie.
Little dirty.
You know what I mean? A little distressed.
Yeah.
Because you don't have time to go to like the cleaners.
No.
No.
You can't worry about that.
No.
But why aren't they ever wearing like Nike Tech Fleece or some real like?
You can't afford it. You in the resistance. Imagine if there was a resistance, bro, just in Versace. You're not gonna take them dudes seriously.
But here's the thing: I would be like, he's too fly to be in the Resistance.
Who is the best dress resistance ever? Is it Andor?
Ooh.
They was kind of fly.
Wait, I
Best
think
but
Han
that's going
Solo.
undercover,
I think
though.
Han
Yeah.
Solo is always.
That's a classic. Yeah.
You know,
Look at them boots.
But
though.
let me tell you why.
Oh, leather
I-
jacket, Luke.
I think all
Ooh.
black Luke.
All black Luke is
Nah,
crazy.
he had that on.
Because he
bro.
came back
All
like, I'm
black
not
Luke
like
had
the rest
that
of y'all.
on,
What about
man.
the-
Like, he had to show him.
All
like,
black,
Yeah.
all black Luke, Jedi, Mandalorian, best dress resistance ever.
Easy.
Leia though.
Leia was getting
Leia-
fits on.
Leia looked
Leia was
Leia-
getting fits on.
Leia, hold on, wait. Hold on. It's easily Leia, right?
Is it?
I don't think
her
Leia's.
on
I
off
love
looked
Leia.
awesome.
It's not over all Black Luke.
It's not
That
over all
shit was
Black
crazy.
Luke.
No.
So,
She
look.
had a fucking like Montclair
you
on
guys, this
in
is
Hoth.
you guys, this is the pod. Best dressed in fandom.
Oh, Fitlord.
I want to bring
Fandoms
in.
of
I want to
Fit
bring
Lords.
in a fashion person for this.
Ooh.
Oh,
I want
this
to bring
is
in a fashion, just straight up best
Who had
dressed
the
in
best
fandom.
fit?
Like, what's the best Iron Man suit?
What's the best Iron Man? So which one looked the cleanest, the coldest? You see
Y'all
what I'm
gonna be
saying?
mad at me, but I think it's the Mark 45 from Age of Ultron, the final scene.
You fuck
It's
with it.
got because it's got the yellow trademark yellow and red, but it's got the black seams.
Oh, you
It's
fucking with
fire.
it. You fucking with it.
Seams.
I hate it when it got a
movie
little
kinda
too
mid.
nanotech-ish. That's when I was like,
Nanotech ruined it. I hate nanotech helmets where they just appear on
yeah, it
your
was
face.
a little too smooth.
The
I hate
Mark
it.
50, I don't love the Mark 50, but
Mark
the
45. Mark 45.
yeah,
is
the
good.
Mark 45 is clean. But the one he used in Endgame, the Mark 85, clean.
Yeah,
Fire.
that one was
the
cold.
first nanotech.
Yeah.
Now they look resistancy,
Sure.
and now the kids are going to join the resistance.
Mhm.
Now the resistance actually has, this finale made me excited for the boys.
Season 5.
Season 5.
Yeah.
It did. It got me on. Now Homelander is out of here. Like, can Homelander win? I did think about this. I don't know if they should have killed Godolphin. Godolphin?
They had
how you
to.
say it? Godolphin?
Yeah, they had
Godolphin,
to.
they had to though. I
Wait,
don't know if
why
they
would you
should've
keep
killed him.
Godolphin around?
I just thought the character was too interesting.
I
I thought the character was too interesting. I thought maybe incapacitating the character and bringing the character back in some kind of way. It is a very interesting power. I think the idea of a fucked up Professor Xavier
yeah.
running around, being able to mind control people is interesting. And I thought they got rid of the character.
I think
too quick.
it probably doesn't fit into the boys season 5's plans, obviously. But B, they needed to like get over that hump. They needed to like win, quote unquote, right? And so they could have that moment. And also, this is why, what's her name? Sister Sage set that
Sage.
whole thing up.
Yeah.
Because she had a plan with Godolphin to go in there and like, I forget exactly like what they were talking about, but they had like a thing that they were gonna do. And he was like, actually, I'm gonna go kill these soups. She said, that's not really what we was trying to do here, but I'm gonna go into Polarity's thing. I'm gonna be like, hey, remember how your son died? That was crazy. I'm gonna leave the door just the tiniest bit open so he can get out and slime him because he's not part of my plan.
I give Sage credit because I was about to kick her in. Well, I'm not gonna kick her. That's a sister. We don't do that.
No.
Right.
I was about to slander her because I was like, once again, she's gotten outmaneuvered
Yeah.
Nah.
as the smartest person. Now, I will give credit. I did not see Sage being behind this the entire time coming. I did not see this. I started to know that something was going on with Cypher. I think everybody was seeing that, but I did not see Sage being the person that was like helping this or being behind this. When she gets outmaneuvered or when the plans change and then she has another plan to wrestle control back, I thought that was interesting. I didn't know what card she was going to play.
Speaking of which, I thought the twist in episode 7, like even though they gave us hints when they told us Cypher isn't like he's got no V in him, right? And we're like, but he's using his power. So we don't like really think about it, right? When they're having sex and she's looking over at the little husk body,
Yeah.
right? Like she knows, but we don't. When they pulled that off at the end of episode 7, I was like,
Come on, I
these
saw it
guys
come from
these
about
guys.
what-
I saw it
These guys
coming,
are
but
cooking.
I
Come on.
liked it.
I liked
a
it.
lot.
Yeah,
You
I
saw it
wasn't,
coming
I
in
wasn't
because
ready
you
for
saw-
Ariana Grande's boyfriend, though. He's a great
That's
actor,
tough.
but I was like, oh shit, word? Like, I was like, what's going on?
It was kind of hard to
cameo?
see SpongeBob like as Godolphin, but we
No,
got
he's
past
great.
it.
Like,
We
he's a
got
great
past
actor.
it.
You
We got past it.
you saw it coming that Cypher was being controlled by someone.
Yes.
By
Yeah,
the
okay.
old man.
By
Like,
the
that
old
was-
man.
But again,
Yeah.
I like that
I think
idea.
a lot, yeah.
I think shout out to Hamish Linklater because he might be the MVP of this season because he was infinitely compelling.
I love
this
that man. Yeah, he's
entire
great.
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
And to know that he can like on the dime, like once the puppet form of him is gone, he's like this cowering, sniveling guy that's like really
also
nice.
coward sniveling, but also still like the scene with him and Polarity where he's telling him about Andre's heroism.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
was just very compelling and
Yeah.
touching.
The
and
Andre
effective.
stuff did get to me. I'm not gonna lie. It
Yeah.
did get to me. I was like, this is very touching.
I was
Yeah.
I was kind of put off by it in the beginning of the season,
Same.
knowing that he had passed away, and like they're actually leaning into his death in the show a lot, almost to the point where I didn't quite find it offensive, but it was a tad off-putting. But then like having it come to a head at the end, being like that was for Andre, he was really one of the best I'd ever seen, and like everybody kind of looking at that very sweetly, I appreciated it.
Charles?
I got a question for you. You didn't watch the show originally when it came out. You had
Yes.
to binge
The whole
all
thing.
16
Had to
episodes.
Go for it.
Yes.
How'd you feel? Like, what'd you think about the show watching
Soulja
it the whole
Boy.
way through?
Charles Soldier Boy Holmes.
I think Eric Kripke, Eric Kripke is like quite literally a genius of television. When I was watching this, similar to The Walking Dead, there is a version of this show where it's just like, you could just turn it on and a season's worth of shit is happening in one episode. It's a very sturdy show. And I love it when it's a teen show. I think the boys universe is getting a little long in the tooth for me. I was just like, the more it connects to the boys universe, the more I'm like, ugh.
I'm close. I was close to thinking the way that you were, but when I came to finishing this season, I'm like, how is this not graded on me yet? Because like, as edgy as it is, or as adult or violent or gross out as it is, and cynical, it doesn't feel tasteless to me. It doesn't feel like over the top or like grossness.
I mean,
for
a man
grossness'
does
sake
have a black hole in his
ass.
Dude, they had the butthole clown car. I was crying.
I'm
that was-
never going in the butthole. I'm
not
going
gonna-
up-
well,
I'm just
Guys, it's to save the school.
You got to get in the butthole sometimes.
You gotta get in the butthole.
I don't know where
sometimes.
his butt has been,
Yeah, but you got to get in
It
there.
doesn't
though,
matter.
man.
Like,
Think about it.
and it looks painful coming out.
You got to think about it. Like, what if you try, like, let's say you trying to get to Japan sometime, but you ain't got no bread to get to Japan, so you just got to go up his butt.
So I'm riding up
Get
my
on a
homie's
flight.
ass to get to Japan.
15
Yeah, right?
hours.
with your luggage and shit, and then he shit you out, and you like in Osaka, you
Free
living-
trip.
free trip,
Hmm.
free trip.
Saved you like a grand.
It's like, what's going
You got to think about it.
I'm not doing it.
Well, you got money. You can fly first class.
Yeah,
to-
you can
It's
fly
not
first
Japan.
class anywhere.
Everybody here could fly to Japan. Stop
What if-
acting this way.
No,
Yeah,
but
what if you got to
but first of
infiltrate
all-
somewhere though?
What?
What if you got to infiltrate? What's one place that you know you can't go to, but you got to get into somebody's butt
To go there?
to go there?
One place that I would want to go.
Or at least
That
like,
I would have
yeah.
to. Trying to think. I guess there's somewhere.
somewhere. Yeah.
I guess there's somewhere that I'm like, if the only is, but it would have to
That
be something
Nightcrawler
really
scene in the White
important.
House would have gone a lot differently.
Had Nightcrawler been going through somebody's butt to get there?
Yeah.
Kripke's crazy, man.
He's
Kripke's a
nuts.
madman. he's insane. Look, to Charles's point, the boys' universe is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I feel like at this point now, we kind of know what it is.
it is, but I'm still disgusted. Sometimes it's just a fact. Sometimes it's
Sure.
disgusting.
It's not numbing to you guys at this point where almost like
No.
I've seen almost everything. So when some crazy shit happens, we're just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
But I mean, I just have a specific gag reflex, and that reflex will always happen. It doesn't matter.
You don't
Doesn't
like
matter how much
stabbing?
happen- Huh?
Don't like stabbing.
Don't like stabbing.
I don't like the explosions. The head popping still this is like,
Well,
It's when his veins are popping out. I'm like,
but
ugh.
stabby, blood type stuff, whatever. However, the show puts you through that with just emotional stakes that matter for the characters
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
stakes that matter in the world. So I don't know. It's interesting to see what the boys season 5 will be like, whether or not they will try to top themselves with stunts or whether or not they'll try to top themselves with emotion.
Every single year, I think the show does a great job with emotions. But every single year, every time the press tour, and they're like, "Man, guys,
It's nastier than it's ever
nastier
been.
than it's ever been. We did stuff this year you wouldn't believe. You're gonna be grossed out, and it's only 16 minutes into the first episode. You're not gonna believe it. We do that every year. They try to up themselves
Mhm.
every year, so I'm sure we'll see it. One thing that I was thinking about while watching the show, they have that scene with Jordan and Marie at the quad where they kind of like break up, and Jordan's like, "Look, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there to support you." But just as a friend,
Mhm.
because this, you always having to be the hero, is not working out. And I was like, wow, that's really affecting. And just think about like Peacemaker and how like the John Cena hardcore relationship all year or all season didn't really like work for me, but this one did. It's just like,
Well, this one was much deeper.
that's what
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Now,
saying.
this I think this they did not the hardcore. If we would have saw the stuff on the boat, I think it would have changed things.
Like earlier in the season.
Earlier, yeah.
Like whatever, yeah. If we would have saw meaning if we would have we saw it, but they didn't really pay that much. How can I put it?
it might have been like a pump fake as to this isn't a will they or won't they. This is a they tried to and didn't.
We saw it, but the way that we saw it was like, I don't think it really was executed in a way that deepened their relationship.
It didn't resonate emotionally.
This is different. We've seen these characters meet. We've seen the relationship between the various iterations of the love interest here. How she is when she's in her femme form, how she is when she's in the more mask form. Like, we've seen that, and there's both an intrigue to it and an understanding of the depth of why they are everything is so ginnied up, right? They, the conversation where they talk about sex, the conversation where they talk about connection, almost the whole show is litigated through this relationship. Heroism, connection, abandonment, all of those things. We keep coming back to how these characters relate. And so the relationship actually means something. And they do it pretty much every show.
And it also speaks
some kind of way.
And it also speaks to why the show hasn't, like, the universe of The Boys can't really grate on me when I know that all of the characters around me, or like most of them, are likable.
Yeah.
The ones that we are like putting, it's like when we look at The Boys, it's like everybody's an asshole in some form or fashion. Even Huey, like, might be the biggest asshole. But like, all of these kids are really just trying to figure things out while still having their own like machinations. Even what's her name? Girl that didn't have her powers, but then got them at the end because Marie helped her.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, Steve. Some of these kids are unlikable, bro.
Who's unlikable to you?
Golden Boy's little brother, I don't fuck with him. Sam.
I thought Sam's character came a long way this season.
I agree.
Really?
Yeah, because he didn't kill any puppets, which he was like maybe a little disappointed because that was like one of the best scenes in season 1. But his growth, like that, because you could easily have that same scene with him at his parents' house and be like, yo, let's get to the actual stuff, bro. Like, let's get to the real stuff. But seeing like in that moment him realize like, oh, the V didn't make me messed up. I've always been messed up, like no matter what. So I can still use my powers to help my friends because that's not what's wrong with me. And I'm like, oh, and then he just does that the whole year, the rest of the season. I'm like, wow, that was a really deft touch that they added to that character, which most of the times would have been like, yo, I don't really care about this.
Yeah,
they got
because
they got the
shame.
Godolka stuff, they got the
Like,
Cypher stuff. Why am I here with this? But no, he takes that moment by himself with his family to learn about like what's actually wrong with him, and then that propels him the rest of the season. That's
to
great
level out
TV
and
work. That's
grow
great
and
TV
become
making.
more of a character. I thought the first season he was used kind of as a MacGuffin almost.
Yeah.
Like, but this season they actually, through the development of the show, made him into, like, even when he's talking his shit, when he's going back and forth with Homeboy about who can fly, who can jump,
yeah,
and
he
all of
just
that
jumps
stuff.
high. Yeah,
He has a lot. Like, I thought they gave him some zhuzh. By the end of it, he wasn't just kind of a mindless thing. He was actually a person. I enjoyed that about the character.
Do you think they're gonna let Marie fight with our boy Homelander? Because they were pumping her up this season. They like, you the chosen one.
Yeah, Marie
bro.
Marie is she the one?
We got to. Well, I mean, isn't part of the season her rejecting that notion? Because she like,
But they all kept still.
Yes,
like,
and
they
no.
keep
Yes,
being like,
and
yeah,
no.
yo.
Yes and no. She's the one who blows the head up of the guy. So we still know that just based upon raw talent, she's just a level above. I mean, she and Homelander are really are the two foils of the universe at this point.
and she can, and if she can fix the the V inside of somebody's blood to give them their powers, what's to say that she can't take somebody's powers away?
maybe that's true.
Well,
maybe that's
Homelander
true.
doesn't have any.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but like that kind of power set is kind of undeniable.
I think maybe like part of it is it's not like the way I would if I was gonna like game it out. Maybe her thing isn't like, I don't gotta do this by myself. I got my guys. I got my team. Remember, even Lizzie, or that's her real name. Little Cricket. Her name.
Yeah.
She's like, guys, like we come as a set. Like we're a team now. We're our own team now. You know, and maybe that's what goes forward with Marie. She's like, I got my whole squad here.
And
We
she
gonna
has
do
to
it
stop
together.
letting her trauma put distance between her and her friends.
But I'm gonna be honest, they be acting like a team, but they don't really. They need to get in their danger room. They don't got no coordination.
Yeah, that's what the last scene was.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
last
but we ain't. Well, here's the thing too. Like, if they give Gen V another season, it's like, what's another season of Gen V if like they take out Homelander? Because are we gonna get to see them join the Resistance in the Boys? Because the Resistance has to do something in the Boys.
Well,
So I think I have thoughts about this. Why are they keeping Stan Edgar alive? So is it possible that they're keeping Edgar alive, that Edgar is your Lex Luthor? Think about this. So Superman, right? Look at all the Superman movies. Lex Luthor isn't in 3, but he's in 4, he's in 2, and he's in 1.
Right.
Most of the time, he is the brains and the mastermind, but then sometimes there's a more powerful villain that either he has to pull the strings of or figure out a way to work with. In Quest for Peace, it is Nuclear Man. In Superman 2, it is obviously Zod and the Super Crooks. As my daddy used to call them, the Super Crooks from Krypton. You keep Lex Luthor around because he represents the clear and present danger. Shout out Harrison Ford. The clear and present danger that is always around. No matter who the big burly guy is, no matter who the muscle is, the target right in front of you, there's always somebody there whose machinations, whose wants and wills and desires represent the constant tension in the world. If Homelander is gone next season, and we assume that he is, if Stan is hiding from Homelander and going through such lengths, in a bunker, zinc everywhere, what happens when Homelander is gone? Who then becomes the villainous, unscrupulous force in this entire universe that now you have to beat? Maybe it's Stan Edgar. Maybe Edgar comes back to it. Maybe he needs a new Homelander. Maybe one of our group of misfit kids becomes that. Maybe there is a new world, and because Vaught's not going anywhere, so maybe that is what we have to look forward to in the future.
Maybe I would Eric has talked about this where they don't know if they're going to make a season 3. Okay.
You meet the nigga one time and you call him
by his first name is crazy.
Big E.
My fault.
Eric. Shout out to Eric.
Shout out to Eric, my guy.
Yeah.
Eric Kripke's talked about they're not sure if they're going to make Boys season 3, not because they don't have a story plan for it, because of
the viewership. Yeah.
Right. But if they did, I feel like it would be the epilogue to the Boys universe, at least like in the present time, because Vought Rising obviously is a prequel. I don't know what it would look like without like a big oppressive force looming over the show, but I think there's a way you could do it where it's not exactly like it's not exactly like, oh, these kids are going to school and it's fine. It's like a YA, freeform ABC Family show, all that jazz, where you have to deal with the fallout of no Homelander, maybe no Vought, and it's a new world where it's a little bit more open, a little bit more free. But like, there's always these strategies of people trying to hold on to the past. And how do you deal with that? I think that'd be interesting. But, Eric, man, we homies now. You can call me. I got you.
Yeah. I mean, my question then is like, because I saw the quote where Eric Kripke was talking about viewership. Can the Boys universe survive without the charisma of like a Homelander being the center of it? Because
honestly, don't know.
Like the MCU had this problem with Tony Stark, where it's just like that character just looms so large over everything. Once they're gone, you're just like, is it the same thing? And I don't know.
Well, but even for Tony Stark, like his death was pretty like in.
Nah, it's been a big deal.
It has been a big deal.
Yeah,
they haven't
I mean, you're talking about like for like the shows and the movies, yeah, but I'm talking about like in universe, like Far From Home, the second Spider-Man movie, when he's like looking up and looking at the mural of Iron Man, right? Like, and even like, I just feel like even with that character like gone, you could still feel their presence of like, if people like, for example, will go like, oh man, like Homelander died. They took out Homelander unfairly, man. We're going to stand up, like use him as a martyr, for example, in like a season.
Then you have the Homelanders or whatever.
Okay. I'm not saying like, it's not like, I think that I feel like I trust these people enough for them to do it.
I trust them as well. What I'm noting right now is what you're saying. They did do that and in Marvel, and it hasn't really worked. Like Tony was the guy in the MCU that whenever he was on screen, you knew what was happening was important. Like he was on screen. Tony Stark is on screen. This is an important story.
Right.
Not saying that doesn't mean that there was other stuff that wasn't. Like of course there was. But when you saw him, you're like, oh shit, the boss.
Let's lock in.
Like the guy is here, right? And the stakes are super duper high.
Right, but Homelander wasn't in this season of The Boy or Gen V.
I know, but I can't say it's Godolkin, right?
Godolkin, yeah.
Godolkin's plan is to learn how to control Marie so that he can learn how to control Homelander.
Mm-hmm.
Homelander is still the North Star. He's still like he's
the son that all
even Marie, we understand her importance to this universe
because of her proximity, because of how she is to Homelander.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean,
and once that piece is off the board, I'm like, oh, it's a different proposition now. Because I think Gen V has like a lot of talented people, but even this show sometimes I'm like, oh, there's a charisma vacuum.
And everything pretty much done this season ultimately has been in the name of taking down Homelander in some form or fashion.
It's not a unique problem.
No,
it's Star Wars without Darth Vader.
Sure.
It's the MCU without Tony Stark. It's not a unique problem. It's a problem, but it's a problem. And I'll be honest with you. Who's got it right? Like it's tough, right? You bring back Han Solo and Princess Leia, and you try to craft you have Kylo Ren, and he represents, and Kylo Ren was super fucking cool in the first one.
Yeah.
Then after a while, it was like a little bit of karaoke to me in terms of the entire thing.
I even think the DCU right now is probably thinking like, okay, we do need an Iron Man. We do need that charisma. It might end up being Corn Sweat with Superman, but that person where it's like, even when they're not in the movie, just the mention of their name, you're just like, oh shit, I gotta lean forward.
I mean,
like,
I think it's Batman. I feel like you might get there with Corn Sweat after Man of Tomorrow, but we're all like, when's Batman coming? When we see Batman?
That's informed by who the character is rather than who's playing him.
Right, but that just speaks to what Batman is,
right.
What Batman means to the DC universe. Like whenever James Gunn announces Batman, where he casts Batman, that's going to be the biggest news. Not ever, but that's going to be big news. And then when we start seeing like him and Corn Sweat interact, and we see Batman, we're going to be like,
but just to be fair, I mean, that's a good problem to have. That just means that Homelander has become a really important, very serious, very culturally understood contemporary villain, which is difficult for a show to do. There are people that make criticisms about American politics, heroism, and superheroes, period, by referencing Homelander.
Yeah.
Homelander's evil, him masquerading as a patriot, his white nationalism, his fascism, all of that stuff is stuff that right now, for reasons that some of which are very sad, but others have to do with the just sublime portrayal of the character by Anthony Starr and the writing of the character by the team at The Boys. It just speaks to the fact that character has cut through. You see him, you afraid. Just like we said about Tony Stark, you see Tony Stark and you're like, oh my God, something important is about to happen. This is meaningful. This is the A number one. You see Homelander and it's time to be on your fucking toes.
I think
you could kill it any minute, and you never know what he's going to do.
I think that's the more interesting thing about Homelander is like when he's on screen, you know he's going to like not only like deliver an amazing performance, but you're just like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Yeah, because he can do anything. What can the guy that does anything do?
But also when he's not on screen, and you're like, yo, Homelander can just pull up right now and
do
mess your whole day up. Like there were points in The Boys watching like seasons 2 and 3. I'm like, hey man, Homelander could just like come through and mess the whole thing up, bro. You never know.
What about the stuff with Marie and her sister? How did you guys like that?
You didn't like
season?
it.
I feel like that was just very shoehorned in at the very last minute.
I don't like characters that cry every scene. That's why I don't like.
I mean,
the man who goes to the park and grounds his feet and cries. Don't like when people cry in every scene.
True. It's facts.
So you called her the crying girl?
I do not like that character. That whole plot line. That's nothing against the actors.
It just happened so late in the season, and it was so kind of disorienting for what Marie's arc was already doing. Like, I feel like if that character wasn't in the rest of this season, like of the 2 episodes or 3 episodes she was in, here for, I feel like everything that happened to Marie would have already still happened.
It felt
Am I
very
wrong?
Deus Ex Machina, like her powers, like, oh, she's a precog. Oh, I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I think maybe the precog stuff was a little weird, but I think a lot of Marie has spent like the 2 seasons looking for a sister, right? Like that is like part of her arc is I want to find the rest of my family. I killed my mom and dad, my fault. But where's my sister? Where has she been at?
And I feel like it felt like a convenient thing for her to achieve right near the end of this season, just so that we can now point her towards Homelander without having the distraction of like, but I still need to go back and find my sister.
Do you think if they had a guaranteed season 3, they would have played that out a little bit more? Or it's like, if the viewership numbers are not there, we want to wrap up that storyline. So if people are like, at least like, I'm going to see my people in the next season of The Boys. And I feel like everybody did get a moment.
If this wasn't the last season of The Boys, I might agree with you, but it's not. And that's why I think that they wrapped those things up, because everybody's pointing to the last season of The Boys, and then we'll cast those.
I don't know,
out
man. I mean, maybe, but I just felt like the scene where she finds, like, she hasn't seen her sister in God knows how many years, and she finds her lying there dead in a pool of her own blood, and then uses her powers to bring her back, is more affecting than like if she brought Jordan back. I just feel like that means more to me, because I'm like, oh snap, somebody who you've been searching for forever, you finally feel like you found them, and then they die, and you got to use all your power to bring them back to life. I just feel like that is more affecting than the alternative.
Sure.
So it makes sense why they would do that.
I just think that it happened very quickly.
And
like,
also, I need everybody to shut up. After a while, I was just like, all right, we get it. Marie killed her parents. You mad at her. I'm just like, everybody kept yelling at Marie. I'm just like, chill. We get it. She was pumped with V. It's not her fault. Well, what you want to do?
This is look, we can revisit something that's burning up the airwaves. Okay, there are 2 things that are burning up the airwaves. This should be a new segment. One is there's a lot of conversation about the Infinity War stuff.
Yeah, but y'all are wrong.
About the mind control.
A lot of
thing,
people
or the-
have been coming and saying Jomi wasn't as
tread carefully.
Hey, there are some people that may or may not be involved in the actual creation of it that say that you are wrong.
Okay.
Well, but then there's a conversation, because the conversation is this. Which, by the way, I don't know who's wrong or who's right. I've said this before. I don't know who's wrong or who's right. The conversation is, did Strange say that things had to happen in exact order, or did Strange say that there was one reality where they won? So it's different, and most of the stuff is around Tony and not around Star-Lord. There are some people that go. There's somebody that just hit me up that goes, no, that didn't have to happen. It just goes straight up. I'm telling you right now, that didn't have to happen. But then there were other people that said that it did.
Right.
Okay. So
a lot of people are on Jomi's side with this.
A lot of people on Jomi's side with this. Okay. True. Secondly, something else that is burning up the airwaves. I forgot what I was going to say.
Uh-oh. It was not in relation to this.
Tough.
No, it was different.
Marie and her mother and killing her parents.
Oh, brainwashing.
Oh, brainwashing. Innocence of brainwashing.
Yeah.
Brainwashing and the innocence of brainwashing. I want to come back to it because they're mind-controlled people. People started hitting me up. People, stop trolling me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, people started hitting me up and just like saying, hey, in Gen V, there's mind control. How do you feel about mind control? Mind control and brainwashing is different to me.
Okay. So what Hamish Linklater went through, that's mind control.
Yeah.
He's an innocent body, literally just being forced against his will to do
somebody
things.
takes a mutant psychic power and controls your brain, you are very literally at their beck and call. There's nothing you can do.
Right.
Like if Xavier takes over your body, there's literally nothing you can do.
Okay, I'm following.
Brainwashing is different.
Okay. I'll hear you out.
Brainwashing is, we read these letters to you.
It's not just that.
In Russian.
In Russian.
Yeah.
Freight car, 18.
Homecoming. 17. Yeah.
Lemon meringue pie.
What is your activation words?
No, before we even get to that, all right, I'll bring another comic book example. Wolverine, Weapon X, brainwashing.
What do you mean?
I don't think Wolverine is responsible for what he did when he's brainwashed by Weapon X.
Wolverine, but here's the thing though. Wolverine is a killer. And he was a killer then, and he is a killer even after that.
No.
Wolverine is not a killer?
Pre-Weapon X,
they know that Wolverine is a killer. Wolverine is a killer.
He was picked for his healing factor. He wasn't picked because he was a killer.
No. Wolverine.
Oh my God.
Now I'm about to crash out. Wolverine has a savagery inside of him. And that savagery was weaponized by Weapon X. The savagery exists inside of Wolverine.
So when they send him out, when Weapon X is like, they say the fucking word and he goes berserker, that's on Wolverine.
Partly, yes.
All right.
That's
We're not being serious. We're not being serious.
All right. It's fine. It's fine.
Wait. You're saying when Wolverine goes berserker, even against his will, he got a hold of some of that shit.
But the berserker is inside of him.
It's inside all of us. That's what the fucking allegory is. It's in all of us.
Sometimes Wolverine goes berserker just because he fucking loses it. And he goes berserker. And when Wolverine gets into the berserker rage, no one is safe.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, here's the thing: a killer is in all of us.
It's not making sense.
It's not making any sense.
Talking in circles.
So you're saying that
Wolverine goes into the berserker rage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you'll see people on the side like, "Hey, Wolvie, calm down."
There's no calming him. He's brain fucking washed.
It's a part of his nature.
It's a part of all of our nature. Yes. We all can be killers. We all can be killers. That's the point.
Hey, listen to me. I'll be honest with y'all. Y'all never gonna see me berserk out and go nuts and go. I'm just saying, it's a part of
I think there are certain things and certain phrases we could say that activate the Winter Soldier in you.
Yes.
No, there are certain, but you guys have to understand though what we're talking about. If we're talking about the Winter Soldier, we're talking about a decades-long devotion to killing.
It's not a devotion. He didn't devote himself to killing it.
Would Bucky have done anything that he did as the Winter Soldier if he was not brainwashed?
So this is what I'll say.
It's a yes or no question.
I'll answer.
Senator.
This is what I'll say. I think that there were certain things in Bucky
You're full of shit.
that made him more likely.
You're full of shit.
I really do.
Can you denounce the Winter Soldier?
Can I say something? Can I say something about Bucky? I saw stuff in Bucky I didn't like even in Captain America First Avengers. Let me tell you. I'll tell you two things. Two things I saw in Bucky I didn't like. I saw Bucky as a hater.
Oh, I knew exactly.
Oh, because he was taking all the women from Steve.
No.
When Peggy showed up.
I saw Bucky as a hater. I saw a hater gene in Bucky. Sebastian Stan, avert your ears. I saw a hater gene in Bucky. Tell you, I saw Bucky. Mm-hmm. I saw Peggy walk in, and she's coming there for Steve. Okay, and I saw a hater in Bucky try to pull up on his man's girl because not his boy is.
But see, that's a reflex. That's a reflex. He didn't know that Steve had game anymore.
All right, I'll tell you something else. Second thing I saw in Bucky.
Just a little bit of bad.
Second thing I saw in Bucky before this. Steve needs a place to stay. Bucky and Steve talking. Bucky says, "You could have stayed with us if you wanted. You wouldn't have to do anything but take out the garbage and shine my shoes." He says that to his best homie.
Wait, where
did he not say it?
He
said
First Avengers?
No. That's Civil War. That's a flashback.
Right.
Civil War.
He
says you wouldn't have to do anything but take
fucking
out
with
the
him.
trash, shine my shoes. You mean to tell me your man needs a place to stay?
And you're gonna
make him.
That's how
this
you
is
know.
bad.
No,
Steve, this
like,
is bad. This is your man's. Shine my shoes?
Shine my shoes?
No. Come on, bro.
You telling me you're going to make your man shine your shoes. And I know why they put that in there. They put that in there, I'm telling you, to show you that Bucky was a little fucked up. Like Bucky was a little fucked up. Bucky was a little arrogant.
So he's a generational killer.
He
I'm not
was
saying he's a
mean to black
generational
folks.
kid.
Like he was mean to black. Like you don't
like,
say that to your best friend.
I'm saying,
Nah, man.
like
That's
Bucky
hating
was
your
a
heart.
little fucked up.
That's hating your
You
heart.
know, Bucky, like Steve is trying to do stuff. Bucky's trying to talk him out of it.
Right. So
Bucky's
you're saying
a little slick side
we
hater.
need you're saying that we need the footage of him fighting Isaiah Bradley to really see his true nature.
What I'm telling you is that you gave the goddamn serum to Steve and you got a great guy. You give it to Bucky and you get somebody who can be molded into a killer. I don't think those words would have worked on Steve
Of course
Rogers.
not. Of course not.
Just saying. Now, I will give a little bit. It is maybe not fair.
maybe, just maybe.
It is maybe not fair, and Jomi, I'm not averting our side.
Right.
It is maybe not fair to put Bucky to death for the things that
Of course
he did.
not.
All I'm saying, you guys, but he does have to pay. Would you guys, can we have a midnight truce?
Yes.
Do you think that he should have to pay?
He should. There should be some restitution. Like Iron Man does deserve to get a little bit of his shit off.
Punch him in his shit, kick his fucking
So he needs
Achilles.
a lick back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
You got to get a lick back.
I will say, if I'm Iron Man, I'm never looking at Steve
Ever again.
Like, because I'm just like, hey, bro, you didn't even let me just like. Because here's the thing. Sometimes I know when two of my friends, like one of them fucked up, I'm like, I'm not gonna break up the fight immediately. Like I'm gonna let him scuff it.
Like, all right,
just
let's
like get
when
it
it gets out of hand,
I'll
then
let
we
him
step.
finish.
You let
Nah,
them
you
what?
can't let him finish.
I let them finish.
No, you
Nah,
can't let him finish.
man, this is fucked up. This is fucked up.
Define finish, by the way.
If two of my friends are fighting, they finish the fight.
Okay.
Get it all out.
Yeah.
Get it all out.
You can't leave with no resentment. You got to squash it here and
Well,
there.
get it all out, because if I step in right after somebody just got caught, it's gonna be like they might have another fight.
Yeah, but dude's
Oh, you
passing out.
picking a side now?
Yeah, like, oh, Van, what's up? You picking the fight? Hey,
Yeah.
stay out the way. Let them get it in.
Mhm.
Let them finish. The fight only gonna go like a minute,
and a half.
at tops anyway, until these niggas' cardio don't hold up. So
Right.
I'll let them finish. I'm not gonna get in the mud. Hey, Van, get off me, Van. Get off me, Van. Because if you hit me, now
we got another problem.
so I'll let them finish. If you two idiots get to the point to where it's this serious, finish. And that's not what Steve did.
No. man.
This is true.
Steve picked a side.
But also we know Iron Man, like Bucky taking 2 repulsor rays to the chest is over.
Bruh, not the way the shit was written. They was kicking Iron Man in his metal dick.
Yeah,
They-
they
they-
were.
they
They really
really-
didn't
it
have
was
a chance.
It was a 2v1 with 2 super soldiers, and he took, I don't know why. And again, this is Iron Man he wasn't thinking straight, because it wasn't until like the last second of the fight where he was like analyzing fight patterns, and then he started giving Steve.
Bro, they were
the
tossing the
beatdown.
shield
First of all,
between each other.
He
beating
should
his
have
ass.
known Steve's fucking fight patterns
Uh,
already.
read
No,
the
that-
source material. In the source material, Steve comes up trying to fuck with Iron Man. Iron Man says, hey,
Hey,
analyze the
let's
way he's
fight.
attacking. Steve, fucking done. Okay? Just like done.
he put the beats to him, man. When he did that, it wasn't really a fight until what's his name grabbed his leg at the end there, got him off guard, and hit him with the shield.
All right, back to Gen V. Here's the deal. Charles, I thought it was a good season. Okay. I love how you've been economical with your words. I think a lot of people give us your take. Jomi already asked, we'll stay on it. Give us your take.
I can't do this shit. No.
You're just over the boys universe.
Yeah, it's because the problem is that like Eric Kripke, I like the way they've designed this world. I want more, like what we were talking about earlier, not to keep stepping on Marvel, but like this is what I want more shows to be like. I want people to have the balls to fucking like tell story, like fucking make me excited, like do all that shit. I just think I don't like the boys. I like the boys. I like Homelander. I like seeing all of them. I like that gang. Once you extend it too far, it feels a little Muppet Babies-ish. There was a little level of like,
You didn't like the pluck.
there is the show is plucky.
You didn't like the
I
pluck.
don't
Are
mind
they
this.
plucky? I haven't thought about this.
The show, the puppets,
pluck.
the puppets get to, I'm sorry, man.
There's-
like when it's Black Noir doing it, I'm just like, oh cool, like we did the cartoons, whatever. When they got the same shit over there.
Do you know why the pluck in Gen V doesn't bother me as much as it does in other situations? Because they have to pay for it. Like the thing that bothers me about pluck is a lot of times they do the pluck, and then the adults have to come and save them
Right.
and make up for what it is that they did.
No accountability for pluck.
Yeah, exactly. In Gen V, you do the pluck, and then somebody rips your arm off.
Yeah, but then you get healed at the end of this. Also, I gotta say, she was one of my favorite characters in
You like
season
her?
1. Homegirl who got the mind control powers.
Kate?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kate.
They did her fucking hair dirty. She ran up under that shit, bro.
Well, because
She got fucked up last
she
season.
was terrible, bro.
stop touching people with your hands every time.
Yeah.
Every time she does. It's either Jordan or it's either Jordan or Marie are like either blowing her hand up.
That
pushing
shit
her
was
away.
hilarious.
They're like,
She
hey,
put her
stop.
hand out there. Was like, no,
Stop touching people. Hey, man.
And she did kind of suffer this season because a better version of her power showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a mind control that's more that you don't have to touch somebody. That a better version.
They
of her
had to
power
nerf
showed
her
up.
because I was just like, because I was really interested in her character. When she turned bad in season 1, I was like, oh, fucking shit. And then in this season, she was just like all sad and shit. She didn't have her power. She's like, be my friend.
Well, it was an interesting choice to bring those characters back from the brink that had turned bad, and we're like with Homelander, and in this one,
Well, because I think there was an Andre-sized hole in the season where it was just like, I think because of the actor's tragic passing, they almost needed more energy in the group. That's why it made sense. I'm like, oh, they got her sister. Now the other kids who are evil are going to come back to the fold. Yeah, they brought back the dad. It did feel kind of just like, oh, we need some more energy in the group because for a while, at the beginning of the season, it just seemed like the trio, Marie, Justin, and then I think her name's Emma. Yeah, and I was just like, oh, y'all need some more energy to bounce off. I like the dad. Polarity was like, he got some shit to do.
Polarity was great this year.
He was amazing.
I'm shocked at how much, like, because he was very much secondary in the first season, but like clearly they rewrote a lot around him after his son's passing.
He was a
but, like,
nothing character in season 1, and he kind of brought a lot of like. I was a little like, damn, I kind of wish he would be the Professor Xavier and be around the kids.
There's a version of this where that happens, man.
Yeah.
Sean Patrick Thomas, who's done a lot of great work. We've talked about it. Say the Last Dance. Remember Cruel Intentions?
Yeah,
that's where
crazy movie.
Remember Cruel Intentions?
I love Cruel Intentions.
Did you fuck Cecile?
Yeah.
Remember when he fucked Cecile?
Yeah.
Like, remember Cruel Intentions? Why do black people fuck with Cruel Intentions so much?
I think it's because it's crazy.
Bitch, how would you know?
I don't know, because I've heard a lot of black people talk about it.
Did y'all see that?
I've heard it a lot of times.
Steve's like, well,
Instantly.
Like, what?
Instantly. Why do black people like Cruel Intentions? Well, I know.
What the fuck?
Hey, I'm Mr. White Man. I know why black people like Cruel Intentions.
I heard a thing or two about this.
That's correct.
Now listen here, man.
Let me explain to you why black people like Cruel Intentions. No. I want to hear it, Steve.
I actually like
Steve, tell us.
Steve, why do
Steve, tell us.
African Americans like Cruel Intentions?
Because it's white people being crazy about who they were having sex with.
And that's the right answer.
It's a crazy soap opera. It's the right answer.
It's white mess.
Yeah, it's white mess.
It's white mess. Like, so I went through a period in college where I used to play that Bittersweet Symphony shit in the
Oasis?
morning. No, that's the Verve pipe. I don't think Bittersweet Symphony is not Oasis in any way, shape, or form.
I'm pretty sure that song.
Yeah, that's definitely not Oasis
Let's
in
find out.
any way.
Bittersweet Symphony. That's an Oasis song.
Unless it's not.
It's
It's by
definitely
the Verve.
Yeah,
damn.
Why
It's
by
definitely-
the Verve? You don't even
it's
know your white
definitely
people
not
music.
the
That's
Oasis.
crazy.
I was there.
That was the biggest W I've ever seen. You like that? Not Oasis.
Wow. Hey.
When I say I listen to the record every morning, I'm
Hey,
being
real
real.
quick.
Because there's the
I
Verve
fucked
and the
up.
Verve pipe. That's the Verve.
I've never
right?
seen this before, but this might be the first time in history. We got to take your white card away.
You lost your white card.
You
Damn.
lost your white card.
You
That's
almost gained. You lost your white card.
Damn.
That's crazy. You unassigned now. You DFA.
I'm undrafted.
You DFA. You ain't got no
I'm
team.
undrafted right now.
You ain't got no team. You on waivers now. You on waivers now.
Bengals call me.
The
Bengals.
That's
Yeah, so it's the Verve. I used to play that bitch in the morning, And like every morning I wake up and play that bitch loud. I play that, and then I play the Rock Wild, the Method Man, and
Wow, you
and
just
Redman.
Well,
two,
what a
two
dichotomy.
worlds, man.
Yeah, and I remember I was in the deal. It's like, hey, that's a nigga right there that be playing Cruel Intentions every morning. You walk by that nigga room and you hear Cruel Intentions, bro. You like that song, huh? Yeah, nigga, take the ball out, nigga.
All you gotta do
Give
is
a
shine my
midnight
shoes
meter
and take out the
to
garbage.
Gen V season 2.
Real quick though, speaking of the Sean Patrick Thomas character,
You fuck Cecile? That's that. Hey, I wish that we could play the scene where he walks in outraged that Ryan Phillippe has fucked Cecile. And did you fuck Cecile? Like I used to play that over and over and laugh so hard because he likes Cecile.
He likes Cecile.
I will say there was a moment where when Emma got really, really big and shit, and she was just like, yeah, you got to see my titties. I'm like, girl,
You want to see it?
you the TA and it's your teacher. Relax.
Easy.
Relax.
Mm.
She was trying to flirt with him a little bit.
A little bit.
Polarity would never do that.
Polarity
would
not gonna
never
let
do
that happen, man.
I thought to your point, you mentioned this earlier, the scene in the car with Polarity and Doug.
I really
talking
liked it.
about Andre. That was
I really like
that
that.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was
It was really, really
it was
good
so
stuff.
affecting. And if again, the show, this is how you like all season they've been dealing with like the loss of Andre. And Polarity, obviously, that's his son. Like he's been dealing, like it's hurt him the most. But seeing, like, and being able to hear, like, your son was the best of all of them. Like, that meant something to me, man.
But I knew they was getting rid of my
Obviously.
man after that. I
Obviously.
was just like, that shit was so heartwarming. I'm like, yeah, you not long for this world.
he's
Like,
I mean, I thought like he maybe because I spoilers for Task. Maybe because I just watched Task earlier. So sick of Task
fuck
earlier
with
that day.
Task?
I was like, he gonna die in the car.
I gotta
He
be
gonna die in
real.
the car.
the last episode of Task really did hit me.
That
hard.
was-
No
Bro,
spoilers. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it
Task
yet.
is special television. Lock
I
in.
haven't seen it yet.
It
but-
was a little slow, but it's gotten.
Nah, it is.
And yo, Sir Kristen Cole, I didn't know your game, bro. I didn't know your game. Sir Kristen Cole came up.
He's
in
cooking, bro.
House of Dragon. I'm like, in this shit, I'm like, oh.
I don't think I can call him Christian Cole no more because the whole show been like, man, that Christian Cole, I can't take him seriously. But these last two episodes, woo. But just to wrap up the Polarity point.
Come on.
Why do you like this?
Seems that you and I have some talking to do.
Oh, can we do it later? I've had a really bad night. What's your problem?
Where the hell do you come off hitting Catherine?
Right, she got to you
She
too.
told me everything.
Ronald, you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She also told me you fucked Cecile.
I love the venom in his. You told me you fucking.
She also told me you fuck Cecile. Hey, that should be a trend. She also told me you fuck Cecile. Sean Patrick Thomas, hit that up, bro.
No, that's what I was getting to. That's your man. So we went to the band book reading with
Shout out to George Johnson.
Yeah, George Johnson and Eric Kripke, and some of the cast were there. And the scene with Polarity and Black Noir, which by the way, I love that Black Noir talk now. It's so funny.
It's weird. It's
But
really weird.
I love it because he's such a nerd, and like the dichotomy between the old Black Noir and him is just perfect. But we went to the band book reading, and Sean Patrick Thomas was there, and is a huge fan of Van, and literally went up to Van the same way that Black Noir was talking to Polarity, and was like, "Man, I love your stuff, man."
We was just being brothers.
Nah, man, I
You
got
don't
the
wanna-
picture.
I know, you don't wanna-
He
you-
asked to take a picture with you.
Oh,
but you
dog,
don't
we
wanna-
gotta
that's
throw it
great.
up.
But
That's
you don't,
different. I got
but you
it.
don't want to paint a nigga like we was showing love as brothers.
No,
See,
no, look,
you
look.
still early on.
No, look
this
at
man
that.
is. This
No,
man
hold on, look.
was the.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
that's our guy. That's cool
That's
guy.
great.
But I will say,
That's real.
Jomi, that's
yeah, you don't want
You don't wanna
make
do
it seem
that,
like
bro.
this nigga was like, you know,
Yup.
it's just
two black brothers in the
two
industry
black
showing
brothers in
love,
the
bro.
industry showing love. You know what I'm saying? I really was gonna ask him to say, "Yo, I also heard you fuck Cecile."
You were not gonna do that to him.
That's my favorite line.
Clearly.
That nigga was so mad. I also
Clearly.
heard you fuck Cecile. Hey, yo, you fuck Cecile? He brought the niggerishness came out.
dog. You like Emma in front of the dude in the archive shit. You,
yeah.
that's you.
Yeah, that you
Secret
you were the
MVP
one?
of that season too. I love that guy.
Nah.
Chuck, you say you threw to it. Let's do it.
All right. Midnight meter, y'all know what it is. 1 to 12, 1 being the worst, 11 and 12. Reserved for fucking game changers. I'll start off with you, Van.
A strong 8. A strong 8. A granite, solid, unimpeachable.
That's
8.
a little low. I thought you would go a little higher.
No, not higher. Like when I say a strong 8, I thought about a 9. It's a super duper strong 8. A little bit of a weak 9. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
Jomi?
Nah, I got to give it a 9.
Where you go?
I got to give it a 9. I thought this was a pretty exceptional season of TV. I had a blast watching it the whole way. I thought all the narratives and the threads were so interesting, and the way they tied it up at the end sets up a whole new season of The Boys, which I was already interested in, but now I'm really excited to see how those characters integrate with that world in a more full and fleshed out way. So I can't wait to see The Boys because of Gen V. So I'm gonna give it a 9.
I'm with Van. I was the strongest of 8s. Absolutely. Like, loved this season. Really, more surprised at how much I liked it again. As much of a great debut as season 1 was, this continues it in great fashion. And I want more of this. This is great.
Yeah, it's a 6. It was cool. It was
That's all right. That's higher than we thought.
We
it would
take
be.
those. We take those from Chuck. We take those.
Yeah, like we appreciate that. We appreciate your service, sir.
Well, I'm not a monster. Y'all act like I'm a monster.
You know what?
A 6 is
At
like.
this point,
All right, look. I think it's a great season of television. I think if you guys aren't watching Gen V, you should go out and you should watch Gen V. I'm trying to right now get us an interview with one Mr. Eric Kripke.
Okay.
I'm reaching out, trying to see if Eric Kripke will talk to us about the importance of Gen V, the future of the Boys universe. We'll see if we can get Eric to come on here. He's a good guy. But yeah, great season of television. I guess what's next for the old Midnight Boys now? What are we into, guys? What do we want to do? You guys,
We got Wicked for Good coming out.
Wicked for Good is about to
baby.
drop.
We need to, we probably doing Predator Badlands, you know what I'm saying? That's
The
coming out.
Badlands or the Predator? Fuck it.
We have to decide. It's on the bubble. Are we going to support Running Man? You know what I'm saying? Glenn
Oh no,
Powell.
it's being done.
We got
It's
it.
being done?
it's
gotta
being
do
done.
it. We have
It's
to
being
do it.
done.
All right, then we're doing Running Man.
It's being
You know what I'm
done.
saying? We
Oh,
might
yeah.
have a Star Wars recast.
Star
potentially.
Wars recast coming up. All black Star Wars recast.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, but we do have to pick which movie. Are we doing like Empire?
Well, I
Because
think
then you get Lando.
So this is what I
So
think.
White Lando?
This is what I think we should do. I think we should recast all 6 episodes.
Oh. Okay, so you got Palpy, you got young Anakin, Ben Kenobi.
I like
not
it.
going into 7, 8, or 9. Leave them alone.
Why not?
But
What's
just
wrong with 7
nah.
and 9?
This
because
is a lot
that's like
more.
a 4-hour podcast.
So wait, so prequel and then the original OG trilogy characters now. Should we keep it like we have been keeping it, which is like Disney is throwing us money to make Black Star Wars in 2025.
So present day Hollywood, Black Hollywood.
Because it
stars.
has
Yeah.
to be because we doing multiple
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
doing multiple 2000s, 80s
Why
shit.
why wouldn't we do like original trilogy, prequel, and sequel trilogy? Like
That's
in
too much.
thirds?
That's a lot of power.
I'm saying no. A lot of pods.
One pod is original
One pod- I'm
trilogy,
saying
one pod is
original,
prequels.
one pod is prequels, one pod is sequels.
So
Yeah.
but do we have enough characters though? That's
I
my
think
point.
absolutely. Why wouldn't we? Across the 9 movies? Yeah.
Well, essentially, over the first 3 movies,
It's
the
kinda
characters
just the
that
same five
anybody's
movies.
going
It's
to
the
give a
same-
fuck
it's the
about.
same
It's
8
like it's
dudes.
going to be like the
I
characters
like
everybody give a fuck
doing
about.
the prequel and the original
Yeah,
together.
like is one
Mace
thing.
Windu
you got-
will be interesting.
Wait, does
That's an easy
does
one.
Darth Vader have to be voiced by a white man?
Absolutely.
Yes, that's the easy one too.
Yeah.
All right, shit.
That Darth Vader's voice that's one of the easiest castings. There's one white man,
One white man.
one white
not
man
spoil
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil it. That is the voice of the voices of white voices right now.
Huh.
One guy.
Ed Sheeran.
Shit.
Remember when Ed Sheeran was singing in Game of Thrones, and you were like, "Who is that beautiful voice that's just singing in the middle of the woods?"
You mean the dude who looks just like Ed Sheeran?
Was that your first discovering of Ed Sheeran?
What? No.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Wait,
like
what?
that was.
What was that, Steve?
No, I'm
Why
asking
people-
because
why
you're like,
people
who
can't
is that
enjoy
beautiful
Ed
voice?
Sheeran?
I'm
He's trying to
like,
get you
anybody
back
with
for the
eyes
verb.
can see that
Right,
that's Ed
come
She's
on,
Sheeran.
trying to get
bro.
you back for the Oasis
That's
verb.
crazy.
This is why I love. He sat there sure.
I was.
Sat there.
I did
This
not.
is the
That's a
music of
complete
my
bit.
era. You was in elementary school. You
I
sat.
was.
You sat there sure. I'm like, no, it's not Oasis. It's not Oasis. You don't know Oasis.
But
like
also,
know
and
I
this,
don't.
this is what white people do, especially when it's rock. they be like, no. You sure? You sure?
Oh, you sure?
I'm like, this is the music of my people.
This is our music.
Damn.
like,
This is our music.
have you seen Sinners?
Yeah, you don't know.
You
what's going
obviously
on.
went to the bathroom
And
during
then I
the
raise my hand. Shame on you.
Yeah, you have no clue what's going on. When we want to
nasty
know
work.
who's saying pick poor Robin clean, we'll come to you
Great.
and ask you, and you tell us about that. Funny. We love everything. Everything's great. I love how Steve was up and then he was down.
Hey, easy come, easy go.
Because
That's
what he said about Cruel Intentions actually worked. He's right. 100% right. Love it. What a fucking podcast. That's a wrap. This week on the Ringerverse feed,
What?
House of R
you gotta
gives you.
pick up the can't hear you back
I
there.
apologize. This week on the Ringerverse feed, House of R gives you their Buffy season 2 revisit. Next week, look at Star Wars Visions and Star Wars Black recast. Thought about this.
Okay.
Oh,
Developing story.
Should we let Steve recast the Black characters in these properties solely?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I do think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean it's comedy
I think
for sure.
we cast everyone else, and then Steve is responsible for the characters that are Black with recasting them with white actors. I mean, you're part of the production team.
Wait.
So he's in charge of Lando.
He's in charge of Lando.
Oh,
In charge of Mace.
okay.
He's in charge of Mace. All Steve.
I
see.
actually like this.
So I can only do the white character.
No, you can have. I mean, this is
I can
America.
have input, yes.
So we can't lock you out of anything completely, really, like whatever. So you have input in the other ones, right? But then when it comes to the Black ones, I want to know who you think, or at least we'll
Okay.
start with you.
Right.
I want to know who you think.
I would love to
So
see
I
who
have
he
to
thinks
and
playing
I,
Mace.
do I have to like justify every pick? Be like, so clearly
It's
the
the same
white
thing,
Samuel
but
L.
we
Jackson
start
is
with you. Who does Steve think the white Samuel L. Jackson is? Who does Steve
Right.
think the white Billy D. Williams is?
right.
Who does Steve think? Who does Steve think? We want to start there.
Gotcha. Okay.
It makes a lot of sense. It's a genius idea by me.
That's a genius. You did
Our
great.
producers are Aleya, Zenieris, Jade, Whaley, Jomi, Adeniran on socials. Hashtag Jomi Glaze. And additional production from who?
Arjuna Ramgopowell?
Arjuna Ramgopowell. Very special. Additional production from Arjuna Ramgopowell. Give it up for Arjuna Ramgopowell, everybody. Very special. Chuck, take us out.
The Midnight Boys have a lot of pride. Genevieve has a lot of soul. And if we support anything here, it's the whole.